Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be taking a look at how to evaluate pizza deals. Now, there are a couple of things that you need to know. First of all, typical pizza sizes. Now, this isn't true for every single restaurant, but the typical sizes when I looked them up were that a small pizza is about 12 inches in diameter, a medium pizza is about 14 inches in diameter, and a large pizza is about 16 inches in diameter. Now, this can be a little misleading because we don't eat just the diameter of the pizza. All right, that would be the distance from straight across the circle through the center. All right, it's basically your longest chord. The radius is halfway across the circle, so from center to edge. But we don't just eat one linear unit of pizza. We eat the whole slice, which means that we need to look at the area of pizza, all right, which means that you need to actually understand how to find the area of a circle. Now, area of a circle is pi times radius squared. Now, if you're being given the diameter of the pizza, you have to be able to find the radius. Now, you could use the diameter equals 2 times radius formula and solve for the radius, or you can use the formula with the radius already solved, which is radius equals diameter divided by 2. So basically just cut the diameter in half and you have your radius. All right, so let's take a look at a few pizza deals and see how we can evaluate which one is the best deal. All right, so for my first pizza deal, I have that you would get 2 large pizzas for $31.99. My second deal is that I would get 2 medium pizzas for $25.99. And my third deal, I would get 2 small pizzas for $21.99. Now, first thing we need to do is figure out how much pizza that is. All right, so each one has 2 pizzas in the deal. So once I find the area of my circle, I'm going to have to double it. Now, this is only the case when you have 2 pizzas. If you had 3 pizzas, you would triple it. If you had only 1 pizza, you would just find the area and be done. All right, so that's why I have total pizza area written here. So for the 2 large pizzas, let's go with finding the area for 1 pizza first. So area is equal to pi times radius. So I need pi times whatever my radius happens to be, squared. Now, radius is my diameter divided by 2. And if I have 2 large pizzas, the large pizzas we're identifying as about 16 inches. So I need to take 16 divided by 2, which gives me 8 inches for my radius. So I'm going to put 8 in my parentheses here. So the area of a single pizza is going to be pi times 8 squared, which is about 64. And in this case, we actually want to find the decimal approximation for this. Now, instead of using 3.14 as the approximation for pi, I actually am going to use the pi symbol on the calculator. All right, so I'm going to have area equals 64 times pi. Pi is found right above your exponent button. Now, it's written in blue, so I'm going to have to hit second and then my exponent button in order to get pi. When I hit enter, I have about 201.06 inches squared. Now, this is for a single pizza, but remember, I have 2 pizzas. So my total area is going to be double that. So 2 times that 201, if I can write legibly, 0.06. So times 2 gives me 402.12 inches squared. All right, so that's how much pizza I would have available to eat. Now I'm going to do the same thing for my remaining deals. So for the medium pizza, area is going to equal pi times whatever my radius squared is again. And my radius is equal to my diameter of 14 inches. Now I'm dealing with a medium pizza. Cut in half, so divided by 2, which leaves me with a 7-inch radius. So I'm going to fill 7 into that parentheses. So my area is equal to pi times 49. Now you could just write in pi times 7 squared. That would be fine. Now my area for 1 pizza, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys that other way to type it in. So I have pi times 7 squared. Make sure that your squared is actually in the exponent spot. You're not multiplying by 2, you are squaring it. right, so that gives me 153 point about 94, right? And then my total area is doubled because, again, I have 2 medium pizzas in this deal. If I only had one, I would leave it as is. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take that answer times 2. And this gives me about 307.88. inches squared. And for our final pizza area, it's again, area equals pi times whatever my radius is squared. Find your radius first. And for a small pizza, I have 2 small pizzas in this deal. Small pizza is about 12 inches. So my radius is going to be 12 divided by 2, which is 6. Put 6 into your parentheses. All right, that would be about 36 pi. All right, so about 113.10. The 7 would round the 9 up to a 10, and that the 1 from the 10 would go into the 10th place. So 113.10 inches squared approximately. And again, total area. Since I have 2 pizzas, I need to double this. Twice the pizza, twice the area. So I would have 226.20 inches squared. All right, now to how to figure out which one of these is a better deal. All right, I'm getting more pizza with the 2 large pizzas, obviously, because they're 2 larger size pizzas, but based on the price, which one is giving me a better price for that amount? So one way to figure that out is with ratios, figuring out the unit rate or the unit price. So that's essentially asking how much pizza per $1. So taking the total area of the pizza divided by the total price, so you can figure out how much pizza are you actually getting for a single dollar. And whichever deal gives you the most pizza per dollar is going to be your better deal. All right, so we are trying to find total area divided by price. All right, that's the ratio that we're calculating. So my total area for this first one was 402.12 inches squared. And I was dividing it by the price for the 2 large pizzas, which is $31.99. Now when you divide this, you're essentially finding the unit rate, which means the answer divided by 1. So if I take 402.12 divided by 31.99. This answer right here is how many square inches of pizza I get for a single dollar. So I would get about 12.57 square inches of pizza per dollar. Now I'm going to do the same thing for these remaining pizza deals. If I take 307.88 inches squared, that's the total area of the pizza for the second deal, divided by the second deal's price of $25.99. So again, I'm going to divide that out. So 307.88 divided by 25.99. Now this time I'd only get 11.85 inches squared of pizza for $1. So for the same price, I'm getting less pizza. That's not exactly what we want. Now let's try this last one. All right, so my total area was 226.20 inches squared divided by the price of the deal, which is $21.99. So $21.99. And when we divide this out, 226.20 divided by 21.99. Need the dollar sign at the bottom. So that would give us 10.29 approximately inches squared of pizza for the dollar. So each time we're actually getting less pizza for the dollar as we're getting smaller pizza deals. So our best deal is actually these 2 large pizzas for $31.99. We may be paying more, but we're getting more for our dollar. Now, why would pizza companies do this? Well, if there's only 2 people who are sharing a pizza, they might get half and half, but if they want to get a deal, they might go for the 2 small pizzas. But notice that they're actually selling less pizza for the dollar, which means that unless you have a rather large group that you're buying pizzas for, you're probably not going for number 1, so they're still managing to make more money off of these others while making you feel like you got a deal. All right, so which was the best pizza deal? Number 1, the 2 large pizzas. For $31.99. Gave you the most square inches of pizza per $1. All right, we're gonna go ahead and try this in class. I'll see you there.